would you like to get updates on Major League Baseball, National Football League, and even NASCAR racing? How about weather, anytime, anywhere? MapQuest navigational assistance, local TV, CNN, restaurant guides and ratings while you travel. All this fun stuff for just $9.99 a month. Come see us at any Southeastern Cellular location for the best deals ever.
Hey everybody, it's Barry Miller. Welcome to this week's episode of Big Boys Toys. We're at Tannehill State Park, the Paul Lanier Memorial Car Show put on by Heartland Cruisers here in Birmingham. Show's filling up. It's a great place to have a show right here in the middle of this park. I mean, it's having a great time. I got 9 good-looking cars this week. Going to have you 9 next week from right here at Tannehill. Sit back, relax. We'll be right back.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time once again for Big Boys Toys. Tonight, your host Barry Miller will bring you the sleekest, trimmest automobiles from around the area that have been beautifully restored. If you love streamlined, full-force race cams, then this show is for you. So sit back, but don't get too relaxed. This is Big Boys Toys.
Looking for great savings on new and pre-owned cars and trucks? Then head on over to Ron Newton Pontiac Cadillac GMC. Our courteous and knowledgeable sales team is ready to show you our huge selection of cars and trucks at out-the-door prices. Don't settle for our competition's offer. At Ron Newton Pontiac Cadillac GMC, we're committed to sales, service, and customer satisfaction. So head on over to Ron Newton's. We'll treat you right. That's Ron Newton Pontiac Cadillac GMC, top of the hill, Quintard.
First vehicle, Dwayne Gibson, a 1966 Chevelle. Dwayne, welcome to Big Boys Toys. Tell me a little bit about your car, Dwayne.
Basically, I haven't had it that long. I've had it about 3 months, and got it pretty much just like it is. It's been in a garage for several years. It was restored in, I think, 92, so the paint and all is pretty old, still in good shape.
Now, you just found it in the garage, or you was looking for it, or?
No, a friend of mine's had it. And he used to take it to shows, and he used to travel out of town a lot and put it in shows. And I think he just got tired of it. It sat in the garage for a long time. I kept on him about getting it and finally got it.
Now, you're not that old, so you wasn't around here when the 66s come out.
No,
you weren't even a teenager when the 66s come out.
Not quite.
But what is it about a 66? I mean, you said you kept on him, so you must have wanted it for some reason.
Well, there's a few reasons I wanted it. I wanted it, I guess for the main reason, the first time I rode in it, he put his foot in it.
Uh-oh.
that kind of got me wanting. And that, and the other, I guess another reason, a good reason would be, you don't see a lot of the 66. There are some out there, but you see mostly 67s. But you don't see a lot of that body style in the 66.
And if you find a 66, you're going to pay for it. I mean, you're going to pay for it if it's just a hull, no motor. You're going to pay for it.
Yeah, you're going to pay.
Now, what size motor and all you have in it?
It's 396.
Now, you know what the horsepower is? It
was rated at 360. But you know those engines were underrated.
Yeah.
And it's got a little bigger camshaft and stock in it, a few little add-ons.
And a lot of people's changed from the 396s and went to the small blocks.
Yeah.
You know, the 400s and stuff, because 396s are hard to find.
Yeah. Yeah, they are, but there's just nothing like them if you got one.
Now, what color burgundy do you call that?
That's burgundy mist metallic. That's the color the car came from.
That's original. Because if you remember back in '66 and '67, a lot of them you seen was just sky blue. I seen a lot of blue Chevelles.
Yeah.
I mean, I was around when they was around. You would. I was a teenager, but I was around when they was around. And '66s, if you remember back, you seen a lot of black ones and the dark blue ones and red ones.
Yeah.
You didn't see many of these back then.
No, I kind of think that's sort of a rare color because I've never seen another one that color.
And he put the rally wheels and all on it, the 8-inch rallies?
Yeah, they were on there. Well, actually, he bought it from a guy in Huntsville back in, I think, 1990 or 1991, and they were on there then. So I guess that guy put them on there.
So how many years did it take you to talk him into it?
I would guess about 5 years.
And now you're gonna spend the next 5 years riding around letting people look at it.
Yeah.
Now, what area are you from? Here in the Birmingham area?
Yeah, I'm from Calera, Alabama.
So How many shows you been to since you had it?
This is my 5th show.
5th show. So, anything else you want to do to it?
Yeah, this winter we're going to paint the bottom of the hood the same color as the car, paint the cowl the same color as the car, and do a few little things to it to make it just a little nicer.
Now, did he have the interior redone, or?
No, it was like that when he got it. And that's something else I do like about the car is that diamond tuck. You don't see much of that anymore.
Right. Someone had to actually, you know, the diamond tuck. They spend a lot of money and time putting that diamond tuck in there.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
And you don't see a lot of them that's kept the 4 speeds either. Most of them want to switch them over to automatic because when they go to big cruise-ins or car shows, they don't like changing them gears. I'd like changing the gears myself.
Yeah, I'll deal with changing the gears so I can, when I hit 2nd gear and kick it, it does what I want it to do.
So you can play with it.
Yeah.
Well, you can get automatic spinning wheel, but them 4 speeds like spinning a whole lot better.
Yeah.
So nothing else you want to do to it, just a little cosmetic touch-up?
Yeah, that's basically it. I really like the car the way it is.
Have you looked around for a 396 just in case you got into it too hard?
I guess I probably need to.
They're hard to find. Well, if you ever run up on one, keep it because it's hard to find them.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, I'll find you a block anyway. You can probably use most of the other stuff, but 396s. I talked to one guy in Chevelle. He was at Cruising the Coast. He was in Louisiana. Said he had 5 396s. I said, why? He said, I blow them up a lot.
He must twist them a lot.
He said, when he gets out playing, he plays.
Yeah.
And he said, I twist them. I do everything to them.
Yeah.
Tell you what, it's a good-looking vehicle. Appreciate you being on the show.
Thank you.
We'll be right back with Big Boyz Toys. We're going to go from Chevrolet to Ford. I'm going to show you an older Mustang coming up. We'll be right back.
When you have an accident and your car breaks down the road, you have so much on your mind, you don't know where to turn. I've got your answer. Skinner's Body Shop and Record Service here in Oxford, Alabama has 24-hour towing 7 days a week. They'll be there when you need them. Also, remember, when you do have that unexpected accident, you can choose the body shop of your choice to repair your vehicle. And the Skinner name has been known for professionalism and attention to detail for service for their customers for over 45 years. So stop by or call Skinner's Body Shop today. Tell them Barry Miller sent you by. You know, a lot of people, when you say molded carpet, they don't know what you're talking about. Auto Custom Carpet right here on Noble Street, downtown Anniston. Ken Hall and his staff, they have molded carpet for your vehicle. Molded carpet means it fits right in your vehicle. Pre-cut, all you have to do is pick out the color, tell them the make of the car, go in there on Monday, order that carpet. Guess what? Towards the end of the week, they'll be calling you to pick it up. Go home, it will lay right in that car. Any type car made, they have it right there at Auto Custom Carpet. Go by today or call and tell them Barry Miller from Big Boyz Toys sent you by. You know, in the state of Alabama, one thing that better be working perfect is that air condition. For all of your central heating and air conditioning needs, contact Wayne Mizell at Mizell Heating and Air Condition here in Oxford. They are state certified, bonded, and insured. Wayne and his staff do service, installation, new construction, and that yearly inspection. You know, every time you get a yearly inspection on that air conditioning unit, they check the Freon and check everything out, and it saves on that power bill. So give them a call today at 835-0509. Tell them Barry Miller told you to call.
Next vehicle, a 1971 Mustang Mach 1. Actually, Earl Garrett. Earl, welcome to Big Boyz Toys.
Good to meet you.
Tell me about your Mach 1.
Well, 71, 2-barrel, 351 Cleveland, pretty much stock.
The Cleveland's a little different than Windsor's, right? Well, Cleveland's got a little bit more to it than the Windsor's had. You had the 351 Windsor and the 351 Cleveland.
Well, I'm not sure. I just know that's what came in it, so I just kept it that way.
And that's the original yellow color?
No, really, it used to be that grabber lime.
I don't blame you there.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, the yellow's pretty, but Ford, you know, the Mach 1s that, you know, they didn't come out to that color that after, what was it, 70, 71, when they come out with it. But most of the Mach 1s before then was red or something, but they come out with that line, it just didn't appeal to me. And that yellow, you do pretty good with that yellow as long as you don't try to rob no bank, but you'll be doing all right. Are you from the Birmingham area?
I'm from Morgan. You know where that's at?
No, sir, you lost me.
Real close to Pleasant Grove.
Oh, okay, well, I know where Pleasant Grove is. So
I'm out that way.
I interview a lot of Mustangs, a lot of the 60s and the late 60s. 71s, you don't see a lot of them out there. What made you pick the 71?
Well, I used to work in a grocery store when I was a kid, and this guy drove by on the way home every day, and I just liked it, so I always wanted one.
And most time people have to do like I do. You got to wait till you get grown, your kids get grown, then you get your car.
Pretty much. It's about 20 years before I got this. I got it from a barber who had it. He was in high school when he got it, and finally talked him out of it. spent 10 years redoing it. $50 payday down at Westwood Auto, and they tell them stop me when I get to my 50. And it took a while.
So you paid them $50 a week till they got it done?
They got it done.
You had them repaint it and all at the same place?
No, Westwood Auto Parts down by Forestdale. I did everything to it except for the transmission.
Now, what do you do for a living every day?
Painter.
I started to say, it kind of looked like you were a painter working in a body shop. One, if you did all the painting yourself.
Yes, sir.
Now, but you tried to keep it original. Everything else is original. You just changed the color.
Pretty much.
A lot of people say, well, nowadays everybody puts his armor all and different stuff on the interior to keep it, shiny and fresh. But if you get a car like this, I don't care how good you keep. If you've even kept it in the garage with a cover on it for 25 years, most of the time the interior is shot. You sit in it, it's going to split.
Yeah, it was pretty much shot when I got
Because it's not made to last that many. I mean, even the new cars you got now, you get in and out of them, that Avalanche of mine, you get in and out of it enough, you're going to have to replace something on the seats or something like that. What else you want to do to the car?
That's pretty much it. Just take it to the shows and drive it around a little bit.
Now, you're not old as I am, but you probably was in high school in the late 70s, if I'm guessing right. I was in the early 70s, but have you ever thought about the cars that we had when we was in high school?
Yeah, I wish I had kept a few of them.
Just one or two of them, what they'd be worth today if we'd just kept them cars. I'd trade every year. I'd find something different because I went in the military right after I got out of high school, and every year I'd find something different. I've had Demons, I've had Chevelles, you name it, I've had them all. But think about how many cars, if you kept all the cars you had when you was a teenager, because most of the time they was paid for anyway, so you just were going to trade them. But a lot of people, I've talked to guys on the show that's actually kept cars since they was teenagers.
Yeah, I think you got one in line down there that's had the one a while. My wife, she had a Cuda that I sold, and wish I had kept that one.
Yeah, now they're hard to find. I got Tim Welburn up in Alexandria City, and he's got a Cuda with a 426 in it. And he sat there in the interview and told me, I think him and his dad paid $3,600 for it in 1972 when they bought the car. And now it's worth a little over $1 million. So, if we'd have kept some of it, you don't know what they'd be worth.
I know.
Nowadays, because people are looking for them each and every day. And if they watch Barry Jackson, they're going to pay for it.
Yeah, that's true.
Tell you what, you're looking Mustang. Appreciate you being on the show.
Yes, sir.
We'll be right back with Big Boyz Toys. I bet I got something coming up next you hadn't seen in a while. We'll be right back. Mount Cheahaw Harley-Davidson, right here in Oxford, Alabama, Davis Loop Road. They're your Harley-Davidson dealer for this area. In my opinion, they're a Harley-Davidson dealer all areas. Stop by and see Keith or George today. They have about 40 Harleys on display. Buy a new Harley. They have used Harleys. Clothes, you people like the Harley leather. They got any type of Harley clothing you want. Helmets, you name it, it's right there. All you guys with Harleys want to put that extra chrome on that brand new Harley. They got any type of chrome you could want. Stop by Mount Cheahaw Harley-Davidson today. Tell them Barry Miller from Big Boyz Toys sent you by. Looking for a classic car? Don't know where to look? I got the answer for you. Austin Hines Motors in Arab, Alabama. Austin has 55, 56, 57 Chevrolets, Camaros, Chevelles, Novas, Corvettes. Any type of classic car you could want, he has it in one location. They have over 100 classic cars in stock. They also have cars that you can rebuild yourself and restore yourself right there at that location. He's also the largest wrecker and rollback dealer for this area. So call Austin today, 256-931-2277. Tell him I told you to call. Tired of sitting around on weekends with nothing to do? Let me tell you what, I got your answer. The Brandon Iron Saloon, right past Warner on Highway 78, open from 4 p.m. to 2 a.m. 6 days a week. They have dart boards, pool tables, you name it, they have it right there. They invite groups to come out. They got a nice location for groups. Bands on the weekend, live music every weekend. Hey, each and every night they got something going on at the Brandon Iron Saloon. So you don't know what it is till you show up. Go out there today, tell them Barry Miller from Big Boyz Toys sent you by. Next vehicle, Henry Brooks, a 1963 Buick convertible. Henry, welcome to Big Boyz Toys. I told you hadn't seen one of these in a while. Tell me about your car, Henry.
Well, it's a 63 LeSabre. It's fully equipped, has air conditioning, power steering, power brakes, tinted windows, everything on it. It's fully equipped.
Now,
and it has an automatic trunk release.
Automatic trunk release. And you think about it, in 63, that was a pretty good option in 63. Nowadays, we just push a button and go, but think about it, in 63, they didn't have that many.
No, you got to pull it.
Pull it. Now, how long have you had the car, Henry?
I've had it about 7 or 8 years.
On the Buick now, a lot of people don't fix up the Buicks.
Oh, the other do.
I mean, I don't see a lot of them around here.
There's not a lot of them left. In fact, that's about the second LeSabre I've ever seen.
That's fixed up?
Fixed up, yeah.
Now, what size motor and all's in it?
Well, this one has a Wildcat engine in it, a 410 Wildcat engine.
It's got the big motor?
That's a big motor, yeah.
What do you say? What do they say when you come into car shows and all this car? Because I know they don't see them around anymore.
Well, I pulled into a car show one time. They thought it was an electric car because it wasn't making any racket. Too quiet.
Well, nowadays they want to make a little noise so you can hear them coming.
I don't.
So you put it back just like it was original?
Well, it is original.
Right. Did you find it around here somewhere?
Yeah, I'm a third owner.
Third owner.
And the only thing I did to it, had it painted. That's all. The rest of it's completely original. That's the original Buick color for '63.
Now, between that back seat, you got that chrome thing. Is that a speaker?
Yeah, that's your radio speaker.
That's your radio speaker. I thought it was because 58 Chevrolets had that, and a lot of people want, they'd put them up on the back, little square ones up on the back.
Yeah.
But that one is right in the middle of the seats, and that is actually a speaker.
Yeah, that's
for the people in the back seat, and you can hear that thing real good because it's right beside your head. Did it come with a 8-track in it, or is it just AM?
No.
Just AM.
It's just the radio.
Just
I don't have a track tape or nothing.
Now, where do you live at? Around here?
I live in Midfield.
Midfield.
Yeah.
What's some of the shows you go to in it?
You name it, I've been to them.
And you actually drive the car, too?
Oh, yeah, I drive it. In fact, I've taken it on about 800-mile trip once.
Just get in and go.
Just get in.
Does it leak?
No.
I got a C5 Corvette, and I tell people all the time, you got two kinds of Corvette owners. The ones that tell you that the cars will leak and the ones that'll lie.
There you go.
Because I got a 75 Stingray with T-tops, and it's going to leak. I don't care.
They'll leak.
And I got a C5 convertible, one of the new ones, and if it rains hard enough, it's going to leak.
It'll leak, I'll guarantee you.
If it's a convertible, it's got to leak. That's why you put them little window guards on your truck you drive every day where you can smoke.
Yeah.
And you can't get wet. You can't do it on these cars. Ain't no way to do it. Anything else you want to do to the car, Henry?
Nope. I ain't going to do a thing to it. That's the way I want it right there.
You want to leave it like it is and drive it?
I got other cars to work on besides that one. I have a couple little Crosleys and a Crosley pickup and a Crosley sedan with 34,000 miles on it. So I got, and the 34 Austin. I've owned everything from Austin to Zephyr.
Now, I noticed by the hat you retired Navy.
Yeah.
When'd you retire?
88, I believe it was.
88.
I was in the regular in the reserves. I had 40 years in it.
40 years in the reserves, too. Well, I tell you what, it's a good-looking car, and I don't see much you can do to it.
Nothing can do to it.
Nothing you can do it, but just drive it.
Just drive it.
Good-looking vehicle. Appreciate you being on the show. We'll be right back.
Farmers and Merchants Bank. Farmers and Merchants Bank's got 4 locations to serve you: Piedmont, Anniston, Oxford, and downtown Jacksonville. 90 years of service. I'll tell you what, Farmers and Merchants Bank is the bank. It's not like any other bank around. You can go in and they get your decision today. They make your decision on a loan or whatever you need right in that location. You have a personal banker that takes care of you right here. You don't have to send it to Birmingham, Charlotte, or anywhere. Go by one of the Farmers and Merchants Bank today. Tell them Barry Miller from Big Boyz Toys sent you by. When someone smiles at you during the day, it kind of makes you feel great all over. Dr. Travis Phillips and his friendly staff right here in Oxford, Alabama, says stop by their office and they'll help put that beautiful smile on your face. They have teeth whitening, general dentistry, cosmetic dentistry, dental hygienist, oral surgery, everything right here in Oxford, Alabama. He has full x-rays and partial x-rays that he does right in his office, and you'll find out right then what he needs to do. They got professional staff. They have a saying, go the extra mile for the beautiful smile. Stop by and tell them Barry Miller from Big Boyz Toys sent you by. 90% of most homeowners don't know they have a pest or termite problem until they have a very expensive repair bill. Why not let the professional staff at Rice Pest Control inspect your home before it happens? With 50 years of experience in Northeast Alabama and with their free termite inspection for new customers, don't you think it's better be safe than sorry? Call Tracy Rice today or one of his sales staff. Tell him Barry Miller told you to call. Hey, if you mention Big Boyz Toys, you get 50% off your first initial service. So call them today at 1-800-850-4661.
Next vehicle, a 46 Chevrolet Coupe. Buddy Taylor. Buddy, welcome to Big Boyz Toys.
Thank you.
That paint job on that thing's gorgeous. I seen it when you come in. I said, look yonder, look yonder. Tell me about your car.
It does show up, I have to say that. And that little graphics on the side really makes it show up.
Makes it stand out.
Yeah.
Tell me about your car.
Well, I had been out street riding for a few years, and a couple of years ago I wanted to get back in. My wife had passed away, and I decided it's time to get back in fast. And so I bought that at the Street Rod Nationals in Louisville, Kentucky.
So you went to the street rods to find you one?
Right, and plenty of them for sale up there, and found one the right price for me, and really enjoyed it so far. It's a really good driving car.
Now, did you drive it back?
Oh yeah, I drive it back. I've been back to Louisville every year since. In August, I went to Louisville, Kentucky in it, and to Evansville, Indiana in it, both.
So you drive it, you don't haul it?
Drive it. It was 13 years old, had 12,000 miles on it when I bought it, and it's now got 23,000 miles on it.
So if you see it on a trailer, somebody stole it?
That's right.
Because he drives his car. It was just like it is now when you bought it?
It's basically, I've done a few small mechanical things to it, mostly maintenance, but as far as the appearance of it, it's the same as it was when I bought it.
And what size motor now you have in it?
It has a 305 Chevy motor. It got a Nova subframe in the front, Nova rear end, disc brakes, power steering. Drives like a dream.
Air conditioning?
Air conditioning.
Got to have that air conditioning.
Got all the creature comforts that all those old guys want.
You know, when the guy, most of the time you see these teenagers or guys driving up the interstate, when you come by them in this car, they'll say, look at that guy in that old car. I said, I bet he's burning up. They don't realize that you got a late model motor, you got air conditioning, you got everything they got.
Right. Got everything.
And it probably rides just as good.
Rides just about as good.
Because you get out on the interstate, well, I take that back. You people from Birmingham, if you ever went to Georgia from here, now if you go I-20, I don't care if you're on an airplane, you're going to bounce.
Right.
That is the roughest road I've ever seen in my life. Just I-20. You got about a five-mile area there, and it is so rough, I don't care what you drive. Me and my wife went through there, I don't know, it was about 4 or 5 months ago, and we was late for something, so I was easing on in that C5, and we hit that patch of the road, and she said, you got a flat tire? I said, no, it's the road, because that road is rough.
Yeah, you do get a little bounce in the rear end on a situation like that. Otherwise, it's just as smooth as
a kitten.
Car. Yeah.
Now, you from this area?
I live in Chelsea.
Chelsea. Now, what's some of the car shows you go to besides the Kentucky one?
I make some of the local shows, but my favorite show is the Frog Follies in Evansville, Indiana. It's a real laid-back show with about 4,000 cars, and everybody drives in their cars. They're real drivers.
You ever been to Cruising the Coast?
No, I haven't been.
We're going. Yeah. Well, when you watch this show, we'll be back. We're gonna go. We're leaving on the 4th of October. Going to Biloxi. We'll stay 5 days. I'm gonna film 100 cars in 5 days.
Wow.
I did it 2 years ago. You get kind of tired about that 5th day. When I look at about the 100th car, I'm about tired of looking at them, and I can't talk much. So I just make them short and sweet and to the point, and we get done. But you know, a lot of people, if you're standing out here listening, not going to Biloxi because they said it's nothing there, it's tore up. I've talked to them on a regular basis, talked to them yesterday. It's over 4,000 cars that's coming to Biloxi that's already confirmed it'll be there this year. And sure, there's not as much to do as it usually is in Biloxi, but you know, you got all the casinos open now and they're reopening, and it really helps the people of Biloxi if we show up instead of just staying away because they don't, you don't want to look at a bunch of sand, but you know, it helps the people of Biloxi if we show up and support them.
Everybody I've ever talked to that went to Cruising the Coast really have enjoyed it.
Yeah. It's a little bit of a ride, but we have a good time. Mm-hmm. Now, what color you call that?
I just call it aqua. I've got a little can of paint on. I'm not sure what the official color is. I met the original builder of it, and his wife picked the color out. She said it was a GMC truck color from the 60s or something.
Is he from up north, up in the Indiana area?
He was from Tennessee.
Tennessee is where he built it at. But the wheels and tires and all, you haven't ever thought about changing them? Or
I did. I'm going backwards on it. I had torque thrust twos on it, and I just the other day, I don't know when I had that set of wheels. I just swapped wheels, so I got.
You said you like them better, or you want to go back?
I'll probably go back, but I'm building a truck right now, and while I was building it, the torque thrust twos look good on it. So
I said, well, you just put them on there and see what it's going to look like for a while.
Just want to see what it look like.
So nothing else you want to do to it?
No, I would make it my own. If I keep it, it's for sale right now. If I kept it, I would redo it. It could be things just to make it my own.
Now, if someone's watching the show and interested in a car like this, who do they need to contact? Because it's a lot, last Nielsen rating I got, 527,000 households in the state of Alabama can watch this show.
Right.
So who they need to, I know they need to call you.
Buddy Taylor.
Buddy Taylor.
Area code 205-678-8667. It's $21,000.
And you'll let them ride home in it?
I would do that.
Tell you what, buddy.
And they would enjoy the ride.
They'd enjoy the ride home, wouldn't they? We'll be right back with Big Boyz Toys.
Let me tell you about a place right here in North Alabama that was voted one of the #1 romantic locations in the state of Alabama. Covenant Cove Lodge and Marina in Gunnersville, Alabama is that place. From weddings, family reunions, class reunions, bass tournaments, or just that quiet getaway for two, Covenant Cove is your answer. They have the Blue Parrot restaurant and lounge right on property. They have great food, good entertainment each and every night. They will assist you in planning and booking everything for your special event. Call Pam or one of the sales staff today at Covenant Cove and tell them Barry Miller from Big Boyz Toys told you to call. Stripler Paint and Decorating right here on Wilmer Avenue in Anniston is your home improvement headquarters for this area. They have DeVoe, Benjamin Moore, and Coronado paints that go on good and look great once they're on. They also have all the materials needed to do that special job around the house. Carpets, they carry Shaw and Mohawk. Hardwood floors by Robin, so everything is in one location. Remember, DeVoe, Benjamin Moore, and Coronado paints are used by professionals all over the United States, and it's one of the best on the market. Stop by today. Tell them Barry Miller from Big Boyz Toys told you to stop by. You know, a great privilege we have as U.S. citizens that we can vote for a candidate of our choice in a general election regardless of our parties. When we look for a circuit judge, we want someone with integrity, honesty, and knowledge of the law. Brian Howell is that candidate. A graduate of Alexander High School, JSU, and the University of Alabama Law School, Brian has served as citizens in the United States Armed Forces for 13 years and as Assistant District Attorney for 14 years. So Brian is the best candidate for this position. So join me in November and vote for Brian Howell for Circuit Judge.
Next vehicle, Bob McCurry, a 1934 Ford Coupe. Bob, welcome to Big Boyz Toys. Tell me a little bit about your car, mate.
Well, it's an all-steel Ford. It's an original body, just like Henry made it. It's unusual because it's a Ford and a Ford. I know you don't like it.
Ford and a Ford, okay. So I can't say built Ford tough as Chevy stuff.
No,
it's a Ford and a Ford.
This has got a Cleveland motor in it, a little automatic, Jag rear end, Jag front end, all disc brakes.
And you got the mother-in-law seat?
Yeah.
Mother-in-law ever rode in it?
No.
I don't know.
She can't get in.
Why do they call it a mother-in-law seat? I've never seen a mother-in-law in there.
I have no idea.
Okay, what color you call that?
Well, it's medium canyon red. It's a Ford color off of Ford Taurus is what it is. I just call it red.
Now, did you find the car and build it yourself? Or?
Yes, I found it. I've had that car since 1975. I built it 3 different times.
So you went through it 3 different times?
Yeah. And now that's the last. This right here, like you see it, is done.
It's finished. Yeah,
it's
you ain't
finished.
Do nothing else but drive it.
That's right. And when I say drive it, I mean drive it. It goes everywhere.
How long did it take you to do all the work on it?
This last time probably took, well, probably about 7 years altogether, really.
7 years.
Because we built everything back. It's got a different frame underneath. It's all boxed in, got tubular cross member, put all the Jag suspension underneath it, all stainless steel lines and stainless exhaust. And so, you know, everything underneath. When I put the body on it, my wife told me at that time it was really a shame to cover it up.
Yeah, a shame to cover up all the pretty stuff.
Because it looked good under there. But
well, it's a lot of people don't realize when you go to some of these big shows and all, that's what they look at. They look under it.
Oh, yeah.
All over it, inside it, they look everywhere.
See, it's kind of hard to look underneath that one. That's why it's low.
Yeah, I started to say it's kind of rough. But believe it or not, go to some of these NCRS shows. You know, you ever look at a Corvette, try to look under it, but they do it.
Oh, yeah.
They get under there.
That's like I got a 70 Mach 1 that I also show, and I took it to the Mustang Nationals. They checked everything, made sure the cigarette lighter worked and everything. So.
You ever watch them? Now, most of the judges are mine and your age. And they got these long things they pull out with a little mirror on the bottom of it. Knowing blame well they can't see that mirror way down there under that car. I mean, I couldn't see it down there. How are they going to see it? I mean, they're old as I am, and I reckon they want us to think they got some good eyes or something because they can't see that little mirror.
Well, I had a guy one show one time. He carried knee pads